So we're going to do a demonstration on how to do the Solar Pathfinder, and it's to test the feasibility of the site for installation of solar panels. So first we have to choose a site that is open and not covered by any trees. The optimum situation would be during sunny day where you can see the shadows clearly, but you can also do this test on cloudy days or even when it's raining, as long as it's daytime. First we need to mark the location using the GPS. Here we have the Solar Pathfinder, and then first we have the tripod, and this is the base that goes on the tripod. And then we have the instrument section. This is the sun path, and then lastly we have the cover from which we can use to see the reflection of the objects in the area. We will be using a chalk or pen to mark the reflection, the outline of the shadows on the sun path. Based on your outline, you can see how many sun hours you get. So for example, if the outline is until here, then you have 1 sun hour that is not usable, so to say, and here another 1 sun hour that's not usable. So the rest of that will be usable. And if over 90% of your sunlight is not blocked by anything, then you will have an optimum location to install solar panels. So in order to set up the Solar Pathfinder, first you have the base and the tripod. So you insert the base into the tripod and you set it down on a flat place. Then after that you put the instrument part on. So when you put the instrument, you have to align the compass, make sure the north is in the outline and south is pointing that way, so that as the sun moves from east to west, then you can outline the sun path on the map. And then you have to make sure that the bubble is level. If it's not level, then the outline of the shadows will be in the wrong position and you won't get an accurate sun map. And last of all, you have to put the cover onto the instrument. This cover is used to see the reflection of the objects in the area. And one more thing is, when you are drawing the outline, it is important to make sure that your own reflection is not shown in the dome. So you use the chalk to mark the reflection of the trees in the area. And then as you draw, you can also rotate the dome so that you can outline everything that you see in the dome. Okay, so when we remove the cover, then we can see the result of the feasibility study. And here we can see that throughout the year, you get shadows in this part and this part, which means that the remaining is about, the sun will cover from January around 7:30 in the morning until here is around 4:30 or 5, and that gives you around 8 hours of sunlight. Okay, so based on this sun position, you will get a rough estimate of how much sun hour you can get in this location. But in order to get a more accurate picture, you can tabulate the data that you get from here into the Excel in order to get a more accurate information.